guys, welcome back to another Division video. I know this video is maybe a little bit lengthier to what I normally do, so if you would like to jump straight into the build, please jump to 1 minute 51 seconds and I'll see you there. For those of you that have stayed, as you can see, that guy was running striker when he first jumped us. This just proves what I've been saying all along, and I know a lot of you agree with us. You kill anybody in the dark zone, they go and put on Predator. Every time. I mean, his Predator build was pretty shocking, to be fair. This clip, nice little 1v5. They are currently thinking there's only 2 people there, but look at, there they all are, still coming through. That guy was just, that guy just did not want to stop using that historian for some reason. Quite surprised. There was a couple of moments I thought I was going to die here. Like, if you've noticed, my Nomad is down, so I don't even have that second life in this fight. Guys, if you do enjoy this video, if it has helped you out, please smack that like button to show that you've actually enjoyed the video, and make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for more Division content. This is how you deal with the shield build. You just charge and hope you get close enough and pepper them from the side.
Reach the indicated location.
Okay guys, let's get on with the build. As you can see, 10,146 firearms, 359k toughness. Obviously I've just got enough stamina to unlock responsive. That's all I was really wanting. Skill power means absolutely nothing. Obviously I'm running the house is my primary weapon. 23% critical hit chance, 25.8k base damage. Talents are responsive, deadly and card counter. For those of you that don't know, card counter, one half of the magazine does 20% increased damage. The half which deals increased damage flips after 15 seconds or when the magazine is empty. My mods I've got on this weapon is 113% magazine size, 4% critical hit damage and 5.3% rate of fire. So I've got a small optics with 17% critical hit damage, 3% critical hit chance, 5.5% headshot damage. A small muzzle, 18% critical hit damage, 2% accuracy and 3% critical hit chance with 42% increased threat, but again, doesn't make a difference really. A small underbarrel with 18% critical hit damage, 2% accuracy and 4.5% optimal range. I've only really got it on for the crit hit damage. Normally, for my secondary, I was just busy trying out the big Alejandro. I usually run me LVAC, simply because of this talent. Determined. Killing a target reduces any skill cooldowns, all skill cooldowns, sorry, by 7.5%. So obviously, if you've just popped your tactical link, your recovery link, your survivor link, you can get that back a lot faster. And obviously, to me, it is a needed and a must-have talent, with electronics and skill power being so low in this matter. Anyway, golden rhino just for, wait, it's just there. Obviously onto my vest of the Nomad, 1,907 armor. Not all the gears are fully optimized yet. 9.5% exotic damage resilience. Obviously, I mean, if you can stack as much exotic damage resilience into the build as possible, it does help with the Predator bleed. Obviously, not a lot, but it does help. And I have noticed it once or twice when I've come up against Predator players. But I've got 1,908 firearms, health and ammo capacity. All of my mods are firearms mods with health. I am debating switching them out for firearms mod and crit chance. Onto my mask, 1,001 armor with 1,635 firearms, 4% critical hit chance and 12% damage to elites. Main attribute doesn't really matter. My knee pads, 1,544 armor, 1,606 firearms, and I have critical hit damage rolled here. Obviously, the higher my crit damage is, the more crit chance I've got, equals doubles more damage. Main attributes is 16% damage to elites, 33% disorient resistance, and 32% burn resistance. Again, I would have preferred bleed resistance there. My backpack of the Nomad has 1,258 armor with a 1,660 firearms rule, 1,300 health rule. Again, I am debating whether or not just to switch this over to critical hit damage, because obviously I'm squishy anyway with ammo capacity. My gloves have got 936 armor, 1,401 firearms rule, 12% SMG damage, 6% critical hit chance, and I do wish I had critical hit damage instead of skill haste, but I just haven't been lucky enough. A holster of the Nomad, 1,001 armor with 1,401 firearms, 1,401 stamina, and 1,338 electronics. I'm not going to be optimizing this anymore because all it's really going to give us is a maybe go up another 2k skill power. Again, pointless. But for those of you that don't know, I'm going to go through the set bonuses. Set bonus 2 is 15% health on kill. Set bonus 3, Nomad's Resolve, grants a constant small amount of healing, allowing the user to regenerate all segments of health bar during combat. To be honest, yes, this is actually really helpful. I mean, to be honest, if you can get down for a couple of seconds, your health, especially with this being this low, can go up quite a lot. Set bonus 4, the Path of the Nomad. When receiving fatal damage, you are instead healed to full health. Can occur once every 4 minutes. To me, I do honestly believe it should drop to 2 minutes or 3 minutes. I know a lot of people are going to say, what are you on about, it needs to be up to whatever. But simply because Striker, no cooldown whatsoever or anything of that kind. You know, you run out, land a few shots, bang, your damage is fucking crackers. Predator, you can hit 10 shots, put them on bleed, they pop a med kit, another 10 shots straight after, bang, straight back on bleed. No cooldown whatsoever. You know, same with Alpha Bridge. There's no cooldown on how many. Once you've activated ult, so say you've popped recovery link, if you then go straight down on another player or another AI, bang, you get another ult, and so on and so forth. No cooldown. I know why there is a cooldown to this, otherwise you couldn't kill them, but I do think it needs to be dropped a bit. Set bonus 5, 10% health on kill. Improved Nomad's Resolve. Increases the amount of healing from Nomad's Resolve. Nomad's Resolve will now overheal. So obviously if you're in the dark zone and you see a player with constant overheal, like it just not going down at all, then you know he's a Nomad. Set bonus 6, Nomad's Luck. 50% chance to have no cooldown for Path of the Nomad. Takes 60% less damage for 10 seconds after Path of the Nomad is triggered. Obviously with this build, I mean, obviously I know your health goes up a little bit, or your toughness goes up a bit, obviously with that 60% less damage taken. But it's not going to help you a great deal. I mean, as you'll have seen in the video if you watched us playing with this build, you can't face tank strikers, predators, other nomads. But obviously, like any build, I mean, if you go solo up against a striker, a predator, a nomad, all three of them at the same time, you're fucked. I do have turret health on there, just because obviously self-heal is pointless. Going to my character. Hope if I was on the right weapon. 43% critical hit chance and 106 critical hit damage. Obviously, I know it's not the highest. I know I can get it higher. I'm just trying to get the other parts to be able to fiddle around with bits and bobs, you know. Is there anything else you really want to see? Survivability, toughness, obviously 359,486. My max health is 244,495, and my armor is nearly 32%. It's 7,647. Health regeneration, 12,225 health back per second. My skills, sometimes I run shock turret. I know people are gonna think, oh, you're a dirty player and whatnot, but at the same time, if I'm solo and I know I'm gonna be up against a group that's running the likes of Predator and Striker, I need to be able to get them to stop firing for a couple of seconds, because if they're both firing at the same time, I'm dead. There's nothing I can do about it. But most of the time, I am running booster shot just for that increase in damage. I believe my damage goes to about 29,000 damage. Is that right? 29? No, no, sorry, that's another build. It goes to about 26,000 damage. And I have an immune station, obviously, for that person that's putting us on Predator. I believe I can get it off quicker. And recovery link. My talents: critical save. Use a medkit during low health to increase damage resistance by 20% for 10 seconds. Combat medic. Use a medkit near allies to heal the group members and proxies within 20 meters by 40%. Honestly, guys, run this. I know you might have to take off one as none or whatever, but this really can save your life. If you're running with a group that actually knows what they're doing, then the way you need to look at it is you don't just have 5 medkits, you've got 20 or 15 or whatever, depending on how many people you're running with. But if you're running with a group of 4, you've got 20 medkits. Like, I've hit points where I've run out of medkits, but as we're fighting, I'll call out if I'm, 1 bar of health or half health, or they'll see and say, right, I'm popping a medkit for you, and they'll pop a medkit to heal me. Even if they don't need it, they'll still just pop it to heal me. And obviously I would do the same. For whatever reason, I've got tactical advance. Never actually used this. Probably just put on one as none. And I use precision. I've used this since like patch 1.5. Headshot a hostile to pulse them for 10 seconds. Obviously, not a lot of people do roll pulses. I mean, I do see a couple of people occasionally running them. But for those of you that are like me who run 2 heals, this can really help, because believe it or not, you do actually get a little bit of boost in critical hit chance and crit damage. I was testing them out, and every time I hit a headshot, next couple of shots that were crits did do a little bit more damage than what I was previously doing. I think that's everything. If there is anything I've missed out, please just comment down below, and I will answer you as soon as possible. And guys, like I've already said, please, if you have enjoyed this video, or it has helped you, or you've never really ran Nomad and you want to give this a go, please hit that like button and subscribe for future content. And I'll see you all in the next one.